I wasn't on all day making videos. I was busy just cleaning up stuff from vending, and it was, so I had to clean up all that stuff to get it ready for the next vending day. And so let me cleanse the air. Let's get this going. Hi everybody, I miss everybody. And so let me get this cleansed out here, and we'll get it started once I get this cleansed out, right? Seriously. We'll get, and this is Ashmere Paint With Me Slow Strokes. So Instagram, I don't have the title on yours because it seems like it always goes off. But this is Paint With Me Slow Strokes, and I will be using smoke and painting. So hi Jason, how are you doing? Jason's on. Let's please monitor how kind we are to everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jason. Sharing is thank you. Sharing is caring. Let's just please be kind, everyone. I'm a kind woman, everybody. I can't handle drama, negative energy. Hi, Lisa. Lisa is on Instagram. Instagram, yes. And Facebook, and of course you. Tube. I had to do my little dancery show, right? Come on now, everybody. So let's get this started. It is Paint With Me Slow Strokes. If you do not have any paintbrush, then get a pencil or an ink pen, or even if you have fingernail polish, you can do that. You can use that. Use that brush, that little brush on your fingernail polish, a shave brush. You can use anything. So just, just use your imagination when it comes to art, everyone. If you don't have a paintbrush or something, use your imagination. As a matter of fact, I'll show you even how to use your fingers so we can all paint together. So this is just nothing but peace, love, and blessings. Okay, I've had a rough day, everybody. Please, all right, it's just all this craziness. Let's just be kind and unwind. And I'll tell you the truth. Listen, I rebuke any negative energy. Hi, Kevy, my love. That people are trying to do against my channel. I'm not in the mood for this dumb shit. I mean, this ain't got time for this. I'm just a cool woman here, everybody. I ain't got time for drama, negative energy. Do you see me? No twirls, flips, and turns. I could care less. I'm just a happy, good human, okay? Let's just, please, for the love of Jesus. But, so if you do not have any boards, everyone, if you have even a newspaper, old newspaper, anything like that, you can actually do art on it. Even if you have envelopes, I've showed you in the past, thank you, James, how to do art on newspaper, on envelopes. Do you remember that? I'll show you that. So there's various things that you can use, to make the art. And so let's just get it started. Let's get the kindness going. Oh, and I wanted to show you something. I'm gonna show you something I do know a little of, because my uncle was deaf. So I think it's okay. All right. Let me try it again. I'm doing it with both hands. All right, see there, I told you I love you. There you go, I love you. So I'm gonna cleanse out the air, everybody. Let's just do a little cleansing. Come on. So I'm gonna go to YouTube, and I'm just gonna shake this and take this negative energy down. YouTube, we don't need it. Instagram is never drama. And Facebook, drop the drama, right? Facebook. And then I'm gonna give all of us a big hug. I love yous, everybody. I love yous. Okay. Would you please? Look, I can't deal with this. All right, everybody. So I got boards, I've got albums, and so just like I said, if you don't have any of that, you can get a piece of paper. You can get like anything, a piece of newspaper, um, just anything. Even if you have actually, even if you have um, a paper plate, you can use that and you can do art with that. Just double it up. If they're real thin, just, use two of them and you can actually do art on a paper plate. I don't have any paper plates, but you can do that. Hi, Richard. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I love yous. So, you can do that. So if you don't have any boards, you can use a paper plate. It's all this, just the same. But so let's get this started. You know what? Hey, I don't know what's going on with everybody, but there is so much hate been going on my page and people trying to take my channel down, and I don't know what's going on. But listen, I'm a good woman, and a good woman can never be taken down. Let me tell you, right? Seriously, you may take some subscribes, but you can't take the girl, right? Terrence, you can't take the woman. All right. So with that being said, let's get started. Let me oil and let me get this going. Let me get this. I'm gonna really fuck the devil up. I'm gonna really fuck the devil up. I mean, listen, I am a cussy Christian, all right? I'm gonna fuck the devil up. I mean, I'm gonna really smoke this negative energy out. I can't. Today was the grips. Today was the grips, okay? Today was the grips of the grips of the grips of the grips. But so give me time to smoke the devil out. Okay, let's just do this, everybody. Let's just cleanse the air. And Facebook and Instagram's like, what the hell's going on? I'm up to close to 6,000 followers on Facebook. It ain't you, Facebook. Hells to the fucking no. Facebook, my page is close to 6,000 subscribers. And so, you know what, Facebook? Thank yous, baby. Thank yous. I love yous. All right, Facebook got nothing but love for me. They ain't trying to tear me down and put me down. No, absolutely not. I looked on there and I almost cried. So thank you. I love yous. Love you, baby cow. So tomorrow, everybody, I'll try to get some paper plates so that I can actually show you that if you don't have anything that you can do that. But so right here is the board. I'll probably start out with a board tonight. So let me get a bottom board and get this board warmed up. Let me get my hands, let me get the oils on my lovely long fingers so I can ease this board in. I don't think I'm really doing any hokey pokey stuff tonight. I can be honest with you. I ain't got time for that tonight either. I'm not joking you. You know when the smoke is right. You know when she goes right into the paint. It's serious stuff. I ain't got time for dumb shit. Oh no, absolutely not. Oh my gosh. So everybody, we're just going to get my fingers warmed up for the tap. I'm going to actually cleanse my fingers because when I do that, I really get a good tap. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a couple different things for our slow strokes. I'm going to use slow tapping, slow strokes. Thank you, everybody. Just please, love and blessings, child. The world's falling apart. Like shit's happening, everybody. We ain't got time to fight one another, okay? We might need to fight to help to just protect our country, okay? Else shit's going on this where we need to get along with one another, please, for the love of Jesus. So I'm gonna do that, okay? And I'll just let this over here. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out what brush I'm going to actually do some slow stroking with. Because, you know, we got a lot of stuff here to do. And so many neat brushes. This one is really, really neat. This brush here, well, this is actually a thick paintbrush. But I like that. I'm going to start out with that. But let's just, you know, get it started. Come on now, everybody. Let's do this, YouTube. Don't, come on. Thank you, YouTube, for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. I'm grateful. So let's just get this started. Let's just, let me do this. Let me work this. I'm just warming up the bottom board. I'm going to feel the vibration. And so you can use anything. You know, everyone, even if you're down to, you don't absolutely have anything, you can even get a toothbrush, to be honest with you, because there's bristles. If you have a soft toothbrush, even that would help to do the art, everyone. I'm not joking you. So let's do this. And we're going to go around. And we're just going to go back and forth. We're just warming up the brush so that we can get it started, because we've got all kind of stuff to do. We've got all kind of stuff to do. And I'm just going to bring in something that is very positive first, because I'm feeling like, you know, there's some negative energy. So let's just bring in nothing but this, everybody, real quick, before we get this party started, okay? I'm just going to, we're going to just bring in some peace, love, and enlightenment here. And YouTube, I'm going to take you down to the board. Thank you. Because we ain't got time for that shit. I'm serious. I know I don't, do you? I'm trying to prosper on this damn thing. Now just calm ourselves down before we get into the art. Because we're going to break down some art, and hopefully we'll see some faces. Peace, love, and kindness. As a matter of fact, I'll set this down here. Yep. Okay, we'll sit that there. And I'm going to figure out what colors. I'm going to ease this board up. Let me figure out what's going on with this. Okay, I got to gauge this right. I got to gauge YouTube right here. Okay, I'm sorry. To get the gauge and get it going. There you go. All right, so I'm going to ease this up real slow. I don't know what. I'm out of sync right now, and I don't know why. And I got to get back into sync, man. This is weird. It's like a fucking... Did you ever just have something weird and you're like really off sync? I get this back in. So I'm just going to take my fingers. Thank you, Kev. And now we're just gonna just go like this. And just like I said, you actually can paint with anything. You can use whatever you want to use. So we're going to start out. I'm going to actually start out with this nice big, I mean, tell you what, the bristles are pretty tough on this, everybody. This is a paintbrush that I got from Dollar Tree for $5. But I love how tough it is. And so we're going to see what we can make tonight with this. But all the paints you can get at Dollar Tree. So let's get this started. Here we go. Now let's see. We're going to start by doing the black hole, and we're just going to just see where this goes. And let's hit the grip. We're just going to take this down. And, you know, I really, you know, I'm just happy whoever watches. I mean, you know, if you watch, you watch, everybody. I ain't begging nobody for nothing. Let's just do this. So we're going to take it around. And then we'll see what comes up out of this black hole. Because this is going to be good. Something's telling me we might see something, everybody. And let's just hit it really good. And I feel like I better not use a bottom board because it's bouncing all around, right? So let's just get this. Let's just get something good to cover up my skirt. I've lost so much dresses and everything. I don't care. It comes out of the skirt, but my good dresses, absolutely not. And we're just going to tap around, and we're going to just see what we can come up with, because we're going to use the gray, and then we'll just go with the flow, everybody. I think we're just going to just go around and do these smooth lines, you know, just like I was telling you. I'm going to tap, but let's just see what we do with these whirlies. See what kind of, you know, what do we get out of this? Do we get any mind-numbing euphoric art just out of doing these circular motions and doing these slow strokes and these slow taps? So we're going to do the slow strokes and the slow taps, and let's see what kind of art we come up with. I mean, I think we can come up with something pretty cool with the slow strokes and the taps. I think something good's going to come up out of it. Let's see. So I'm just going to cover that up, and I'm just going to tap on this. So you can use just like I said, just follow along with whatever you have. It doesn't matter. Just follow along. Look at this. Already, look at this, everyone. Already, the slow strokes in the taps. Already, we're seeing like in this kind of portal or dark hole or whatever. It's really euphoric. So the slow strokes in the taps, that's just slow stroke it and tap it. And then we can, whatever color you want to use, you use thank you, James. Whatever color you want to use, you use the color you have. You don't necessarily have to use the colors that I have. Just use the colors that you have and slow stroke it and slowly tap it. And look at that. Let's just see what we come up out of this. Because now I incorporated some white into this. Look. So now we're just going to slow stroke it around. Mix it in. And look at that. And then we're going to go on to something else. I think, look at this. So let's look at this different ways. So look at that. That is pretty cool. I like that, everyone. I don't know about you, but the slow stroking and the tapping, I'm telling you, that right there is cool. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. What eye? But yes, an eye. You're right. You guys are awesome. You guys, yes, you guys are good. Now let's see what it looks like this way, guys. Doesn't it look good? All different. Look at that. Now use whatever color. Look at it this way. Wow. It is euphoric. It is euphoric no matter which way you look at it. Now you can leave it like that, or you can keep going. Sometimes you want to stop. That way you have a good piece of art. So we're just going to stop with that. I love how that looks. And let's see what an album does. Let's just do the slow stroke and everything with the albums. With an album. Let's see. So we got an album. I ain't gonna be doing too many flips and tricks tonight. I ain't got time for all that tonight, everybody. I'm sorry. I'll wait till you with the album. Look at this. Here we go. This is about how I feel today. Here we go. Right. Okay, Gina. There ain't no movements there. Absolutely not. Not tonight. I ain't got tricks. I ain't got anything up my sleeve tonight. I must admit. I ain't gonna fool with you tonight. I ain't got all that. I don't got all this tonight. I might not. I don't know. All depends. So we're going to take this album and we're going to do the slow movements. I'm going to pull out a different brush. I'm going to close my eyes and pull out whatever brush comes out. And you're probably like, yeah, Tina, but oh, yes. And you're probably like, Tina, well, you already know your brushes. But I have new brushes and I'm just feeling the vibration of whatever brush comes out. But I'm going to use Big Bertha Mama here to do the black, right? And then I'm going to take something else in and do the slow lines, right? The slow brush. Come on, stay with me, everybody. We're doing slow lines here. We ain't playing. Let's find out what we can do here. We're going to do a couple boards and we're going to do a couple... Yeah, Big Mama. Look at Big Mama, right? Seriously, Big Mama. Okay, so let's just use Big Mama. I call this Big Mama. Okay. All right, so we're going to use Big Mama to just kind of like do the slow. We're going to do the slow lines, everybody. We're going to do the slow twirlies. And we're just going to take it real gently to fill in those holes, okay? So here's Big Mama, and we're using that to come... And I'm going to gently just tap because we got, let's just gently do some tapping. So if you got your thing, gently do a couple taps. Just do this round. Now, it's going to get interesting when we incorporate the color. Can anybody tell me what color they want me to take out of the green hole? Yes, right? That's true, James. Yes, definitely. Definite tattoo possibility. You are so right. 100% on point with that. I think that would be a darn good tattoo. So I'm gonna, okay, so now we're going slow. Now I'm trying to figure out what color are we gonna ooze in? What color are we gonna go? Because now we've done this, right? And just do a little tapping with the black. So that'll get some kind of, see the ridges in there, okay? So now I'm going to pull out. Something's telling me to pull this out. Like one of these flatheads. Look, something's telling me to pull a flathead out. Now I'm going to figure out. I'm trying to see what color we're going to do these slow stroke circles. Tanya, look at the piece of art we just done. I will show you. Let it dry there a little bit. But this, let's see what the flathead does with some slow circular motions. All right, everybody, let me find a color. Let's get a good one that comes out of this, right? What color, everybody? Blue, yes, Jeff. That's what I was getting ready to say, a blue, too. Okay, now I'm going to do a light blue because, as we know, dark blue and an album, you're not going to be able to see the color. So I'm going to do a blue. The only kind of blue I can do that we can see these lines is like this. Is that okay? So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to do something real funky. I'm going to put this right here. Look. And I'm going to pour it down. So this cup is right in the center. Let's see what happens. Let's just get our lines lined up, everybody. And then we're going to start with other things also. We're going to do a couple different things. So let's just, yes, thank you. Because see, that way we can actually see our lines that we're doing, everyone. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the likes and the like. I greatly appreciate it. Instagram and Facebook. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Lisa's on hanging. Thank you, baby. On Instagram. Thank you. Sending prayers to Ruthie on Facebook. She is in the hospital. She is one of my loyal followers on Facebook. Sending prayers to Ruthie. Okay? So, all right. Now, I'm going to take this, everyone. Now, I got the cup. Now, I'm going to, listen, I'm going to take you down. Yes, thank you. So, okay, we got the cup in the center. So now what are we going to do? We're going to do our slow, but now when you slow stroke it, kind of twist it around, everybody. Don't go in a circle. Let's do this. Look, while we're slow stroking it, look, just twist it back and forth. Just look at this. Look at that. Twist it back and forth. When you're slow stroking, look at that. Twist that back and forth. You see that nice design that's on the album? You see that? So you go like this, and then you twist it, everybody. Let's see what this flathead twist does. And we're twisting, dragging. That's all we're doing. It's like chubby checker. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Oh, let's twist again, like we did last year, right? Do you remember when things were really pumping? There you go, right? Look, but look what the twist does. It gives you this euphoric piece of art doing the twist. Okay, so now we're going to take, and we're just going to do the chubby checker twist the whole ways around. And then we might incorporate some white or something, but I love this chubby checker twist. I'm going to actually really vibrate the lines. I'm going to vibrate these chubby checker lines. Like right? Twist and shout. Exactly. So now I'm going to take it and really do a full-on out twist. Like, this is looking great, everybody. This is looking so awesome. And then I'm just going to do some subtle tapping to kind of break up all that. Let's twist again. And we're going to see what kind of a piece of art we're going to get from all this twisting and shouting. And I can't wait to see with the center part, what we're going to do with the center part, everybody. Because right now we got the center part we did not do yet. Because guess what? We have this in the center. Now I'm going to pull this up and take this away. Okay. So now we got the center part. Look at this. Now we got chubby checkers, twist and shout. And look what that made. We twist it, we shout it, and look, you can almost see a face. So when you're trying to do art, and you can always put that glass, everybody. You can get these glasses. I got these clear glasses or food glasses at Dollar Tree, and I think they come for $4. You can use them for your art. Stick them in the center and do the chubby checker around it. Look at that. Now, the chubby checker center. But guess what? What are we going to do with that center, everyone? Because, I mean, that looks cool exactly how it is, but I think it needs something. So I'm going to get some white paint, everyone. And we're going to just kind of do the chubby checker, just a full-on out twist. Because I'm thinking about maybe a full moon in here. I want like a full moon in this center. I love full moons. I'm obsessed with a full moon. So I think I'm going to do a full moon, but then I'm going to put some stank up in it. I'm going to really put some stink up in it because I think I'm just going to do some kind of euphoric notion. And I think this is going to look awesome. So, yes. So look at this, everyone. We did the twist. We did the shout. And let's see what what's going to turn about. So, I just put a little flare up into it. And look at that. I just kind of flared it out. I think that looks cool. And if you want to add color, then add color. I see a face, a kind of scary face, like right here. Everyone, do you see that? Right here? Do you see that? Facebook, Instagram, you look at that. So this is really euphoric, really unique. We did this soft, round, circular lines on the first board. We did the chubby checker twist on the second and the album. Let's see what's next, everyone. So we got two great pieces of art, just doing just real subtle touches. Anyone can do it. Anyone can make a piece of art, and anyone can sell it, okay? So let's just go on to our next masterpiece. All right. So let me hold on a second. I have to put this somewhere. I'll just stick that right here. And it's so cool because we're not struggling. You're not struggling to learn anything. You're actually getting into the right. Thank you, James. Jeff says he sees like a unicorn. Hey, yeah, something different. So you're not struggling to even paint something, but you're just effortlessly doing those subliminal lines, right? Seriously. So now we're going to go and we're going to do a board. Okay. Let me get some groove on it. I'm your art teacher tonight. You're wild and crazy art teacher. Seriously, right? Let me teach you art. Let me. Okay, Tina, stop being a goofball. I can't. All right, so now we're taking this board. Thank you, honey. Okay, thank you. So now we're taking this board, everyone, and we're going to be doing. Let's see what we can get ourselves into next, because we done the circular motion. We did the chubby checker twist, and I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do next, because this is, what do you think, everybody? And what color do you think should come out of this? Because I've got boatloads of different colors. I like this slimy yellow. Pink. Ooh, it just slimed it. Wow, I guess we got to use that. It's slimed right on the board. I was even playing on, okay, we'll use that. So here's the twist. I'm going to put this right here. Put this slime, mix it. We don't waste paint, so we'll throw this lime in with whatever was left. So, okay, we'll put that there. And, we always do the black hole, because that way we can see our art beautiful. Or if you don't want to do the black hole, I love doing the black first. But if you want to do another color, go ahead. I find that you can see many faces when you do the black first. And you can do it like that way for your masterpiece. Okay, so that we're going to do all this. We don't waste paint. I just put it in with that. And we'll just leave it sit here a minute, and then I'll get to work on that later. Because see, we don't even know which brush we're going to use with that. We don't even know what we're actually going to do. So I know for a fact what we are going to use, and that's Big Bertha. Let's use Big Bertha. Oh, Mr. Butch is me. Hey, Mr. Butch. Yes, Mr. Butch got good news, everybody. He is don't have that last operation. They did not find any cancer. Praise the Lord. So shout out to Mr. Butch. He's doing good. Okay, so now I'm going to drop this board. the lap board, and I'm just gonna, you know, do this because my clothes are getting paint on it, man. I've been, listen, stain remover. Ugh, getting paint everywhere. Hold on a second, everybody. You know you're an artist when you got paint everywhere, right? I like the, you know, the paint will come out of my skirts, but not out of my dresses. I've done got to get stains out of two good dresses, so the skirts, I ain't worried. I ain't fixing to worry. I got plenty of skirts, plenty of dresses. I don't care. Okay, so now we're going to just take this and we're going to go up and down. We're going to do long strokes, everybody, to do the, and we're going to blend in that pink that kind of, you know, just fell onto the board. And that may not even be the color that we use, but hey, pink does such a good job with faces. Now let's do some medium strokes up and down. YouTube, I'm going to lay you down to the board. Hi, honey. I all had. Hi. Okay, so here we go. So now we're going to do some strokes. Now I am anxious to see what kind of art we come out with our strokes and what brush I'm going to use. Because remember, this brush is just to, you know, right? Just to cover the board. And this brush is just to do the black hole. But we're not doing this here. We can, but we're just gonna, I just kind of whiz it around a little bit just to get a little bit of contrast, all right? So as we're doing these long lines, these brush lines, right? We're gonna actually whiz it around a little bit. Yes, exactly, Jeff. Medium strokes up and down. Okay, yep, you're right. Jeff's helping me to teach your class. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, so we're doing up and down, and then we want to stroke around, okay? Because that will help. Then just tap it a little bit, everybody, because you got to get that kind of roughness back into it, all right? Now, I'm trying to figure out what brush I'm going to use for the long strokes. I don't even know, everybody. I mean, it has to hit me. It has to honestly hit me. It has to hit me. I mean, it seriously has to hit me. And why this brush came to mind is beyond belief, because I really particularly, it's angled. Does anybody see that direct angle? Does anyone see that defined angle on this brush? It's a flathead. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Now, I am going to stick this right in the middle, okay? So as you see, well, you know what? I want you to be able to see it. Hold on a second. I want you to be able to see it. So I'm going to get my trusted glass here, and we're going to put it in the center, because then that way we can do the design around it and then leave that blank to fill in for the art, okay? And then we can just do something crazy with it. So I cannot wait. So everybody, let's do this. Get your paint. I'm mixing all this up. I got the blue and the pink, and this is so slimy. I don't even know if I can pick it up out of the thing. And we're just going to do these lines. Now we're going to see what kind of art comes out of these lines. I'm just doing lines on here like this. Look. And then we can go like this with the lines. Go down. But you got it. I'm doing this ooey gooey paint. This just when you're doing this is the pink is water-based paint. That is just ooey gooey. But hey. So we're just going to do these lines and see what we come up with. Now we're going to take our lines and we're just going to stroke it even more better. We're going to see what we're going to come up with something, everybody. I know it looks goofy now, but we're just going to keep going with these lines because we got our paint. Now, I tell you what, this paint is so gooey that I might have to just put something else in it, because I have the blue and I have the pink, but I might have to get a different pink because this is so gooey. I can't work with this, everybody. Hold on a minute. This is so gooed out that that little brush there ain't cutting it. We got to do something else here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry for stopping. Just keep doing your lines, and then I will find something. How about if we incorporate red lines? Since we have the red here, let me just get some red paint, and we won't fool around with this paint, because what it's doing here is it's getting so gooey that it's just not making no sense. So we're not going to fool with this. We'll just put this up. And so I have some red over here, which I'm going to put into a glass container. We can't even use that container because it's so ooey and gooey that, you know, we can't do it. So I just got these glass containers. They're actually food containers, from Dollar Tree, and I think it comes four for $1.25 or something like that. They're really nice. So we're gonna center this, but let me grab some red over here, and I have the red paint right here, everyone. So we already got blue lines. I already got the blue lines, but now I have to go to red because I accidentally and I'm going to stick it in the center, because the center of the art is what we're going to do something cool with. So put it right in the center of the piece of art, right on top of the black. And now we're going to get back into our brush. I have the same brush with that little devious, you know, that line that goes up. And I'm still going to take that brush. So I'm going to do let's just do these lines. We already did the chubby checker twist. Now we're going in it, and we're going to do these long. We're going to see what kind of piece of art we can get out of these lines. And all we're going to do is and you can incorporate different colors if you want to with your lines, just like I have the blue. I have a little bit of pink mixed in with my lines, and we're not distracting. We're going to see, and I'm going to show you what else we're going to do with these lines. So just go up and down. We're going to create something good out of these lines. So we did the circular movement. We did the chubby checker twist with the brush, and now we're doing these blurred lines. Hey, we can call these blurred lines. I knew you want it. I knew you got it, baby. Blurred line. Listen. So we got this, and we're just going to do these blurred lines, and look, that's in the center. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet, everybody. Come on now, wake up. So now, with this brush here, we're going to do the chubby checker kind of like twist with this brush around this, around the thing that's holding the paint. So let's do that. Everybody left on YouTube, but that's okay. And then we're going to take it up and around, everybody. So go all around the lines doing the chubby checker twist. Okay? I guarantee you we're going to come up with a badass tattoo. I'm telling you. Do the chubby checker twist all over these lines. So far, look what we got. Look at this. Some coolness going on. So let's keep doing that. Hi, Carlos. We're going to say hi to everybody. Hi, Instagram. I love you. Okay, so it's paint with me, and we're doing all kind of stuff. We did, I'll show you all the art, everyone that comes in. Whoever's laughing, oh well. Great colors. Okay, yeah, right, James. Twist. We did these subliminal round circular motions. I'm filling everybody in on YouTube. And you should see that piece of art. That's really awesome. Then we did a chubby checker twist with this brush here, and you will see that album looks cool. Now we're doing lines, and we're doing a line straight up and down. We left the paint in the center because we're going to do something with that, everyone. It just came on. Now, since we got our lines, we're going to do the chubby checker twist all over the lines. And so they kind of distort the lines, and we're just going to go twist again. Like we did last summer. Let's twist again. Like we did last year. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to like twist and shout with the lines. It's going to be cool. I don't know what we're going to get out of this. I'll tell you the truth. I'm just, you know, really, really taking this up and out. So let's just see what we got here, everybody. I'm just going to do something really cool, really goth. How about this be like really goth? Since I got all the goth elements, right? I love that. We got all the goth elements in here. So let's just see what we come up with. And I'm going to just kind of like wrench it out a little bit and just, this is cool. So now we have this, everyone, right? So I'm going to take this paint away. And now we are left with, guess what? This hole in the center. So guess what? We're going to do something with this hole in the center to make this painting rock. Okay? Because we're all about making this rock. So I think, should we use gray or white to pull it out, everybody? What do you think? Should we use gray or white to paint, to pull it out? To pull it out. What are we going to use in the center to blink? No, right, James, gray. James said it first, everybody. Come on, you got to get on the grip here. And then we're going to blur the lines. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, we got this brush, and I got the gray. So what are we going to do? Because, you know, we're going to just, I'm just going to just fold it. And I think I put a little bit too much paint on here because I didn't know where I was going with this. But so I'm just going to go like this, everyone, and just figure out what happens. You know, we can do the sweeping motion. I don't, what do I do? What do I do? Twist and shout, and I'm going to twist and shout it right down into here. And then I'm going to take it up and do a line right there. Look at this. Look. We're going to make some freaking art out of this, dude. We're making art. We're making art out of this, okay? So I'm going to blur line it out. I'm going to put some lines in here. Look at that. It's like a freaking eyeball that exploded. I think this is so cool. Like, we've got eyeballs exploding, right? And we're not even done yet, dude. We're not even done yet. We're going to say, right, thank you. We are not even done yet with this. We're going to freak this up. This is like so goth. Who doesn't like goth? This is so cool and so gothy, right? And then, you know, if you want to add a little bit more, you know, color into it, just filter it in. Don't. Art is in the eye of the beholder, everybody. And so we're going to, like, come on now. Art is in the eye of the beholder. We ain't playing with this. This is straight goth here. This is total goth right here, dude. We ain't playing with stuff. All right? So we got this. We did all that. We gothed it out. That's what you do with lines. So anyone can paint. Just, you have to use your imagination. Right? Seriously, thank you for the hearts on Instagram. My loves. But you got to have an imagination, everybody. Anyone can paint. It's all within what you want and what you put your mind to. This is straight goth. I don't even know how we're supposed to see this, everybody. Are we supposed to see it like this? Like this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like this. I don't even know. It's straight goth all the way. I love it. I love it. It's dramatic. It's intriguing. It's wild, right? Yes, imagine all the people. There you go. Imagine. So I'm going to let this goth piece dry. And so we're going to move on because, you know, tonight's the only, oh, well, it's almost an hour into this. So our last piece of art, we're going to do an album, everybody, for tonight. And then I'll be back hitting the grip tomorrow. All right. So I'm going to lay this goth piece flat because it is gooey, it is wet, and I want to keep that coolness, right? So just give me a minute because we got to keep the coolness. All right. We got to keep the goth coolness going on. Okay. Because we want that coolness. So I'm going to grab an album and I think I've already have some scratched up down here. So, I mean, gee whiz, that went fast tonight, didn't it? Thank you. Thank you. So that one, I mean, that hour of wildness went fast tonight. Paint with me, that went fast. But we're not done yet because we are going to swing it back around and we're going to mix the, oh man, I don't know. What should we do next? We did the subliminal circles and we did the chubby checker twist. And then we did the lines. I just, like, it's blowing my mind. I don't even know what to do. I'm trying to think what we're going to do next. But all I know is what we are going to do is we're going to use this. We're going to use Big Bertha, and we're gonna do the swing. How about that? I'm just creating this stuff up out of my mind. But we're gonna do like the arts. I'm gonna call this the art swing. Everybody, you know you can paint. We're gonna do the art swing, right? We're gonna do a little art swing. Let me get some black, and we're gonna do the art swing. So look, we're gonna get Big Bertha going, and so instead of doing the circular motion, yeah, we're gonna do some of that, but we're gonna get warmed up and do the art swing, everyone. So if you're doing it on, just swing it out, swing it, right? Because we're swinging, and then you just go around the album like that. But our art that we're going to do, and take it to the funky level, we're gonna be swinging it. I'll show you what we're gonna do. And I don't know what brush I'm gonna use. I have no idea. You think I know, but I don't. So I'm going to go around because I just have to just get my aura all. Yes. So I'm going to go like that. Tap on it because we're going to do the twist. We're going to do the what do we call this? The slide? I don't even know what to call it. We call it the slide, the bump and grind. I don't even know. So let me find out what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do, something so cool. I'm going to take, and you know, we all want a gold record someday, right? You know, all these singers want a gold record. So I am just going to use my imagination, right? And I'm going to just drop a little gold on this album. And then we're going to just, while we're dropping this gold on here, we're going to look, we're going to do some art. At the same time, whoop, there's some diamonds fell out. Well, I would have to glue them. So we can't really use those diamonds right now. So I put a little bling on the album. You know what? This just hit me, everybody. So if you don't have any glitter, don't even worry about it. It just hit my brain to do this. And I got some yellow. I think I'll take some yellow since we got that gold. And I'm going to do some bright yellow. And we're going to, yes, I know. Bling, bling, bling. Right? We're going to do a little bling, bling, bling. All right. So I'm going to take one of these smaller cups that I have. And I'm going to stick it in the center. Or let's just do a different way on the album. Let's not even do the center. Let's do like right there. And I'm just going to put a little blang blang up in here, right? Because we're going to do these, we're going to do these, I don't even know what you call them. We're going to do the shuffle. We're going to do the movement, right? We're going to do the movement, everybody. We're going to do the movement. Okay. And so we're just going to do the brush happy. How about that? So I'm going to take the yellow. And we're going to just take this brush. Okay, everybody, I don't know what brush I'm going to use. I don't know. I'm really fixing to know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm looking, you know what? I'm trying to test out all my newer brushes. My newer flatheads. Okay, because you know okay, so this flathead hit me. Look at this flathead. Okay, we're going to do the flathead swivel or whatever you call it. So I'm going to take the flathead, everybody. So if you got a flathead or if you don't have a flathead, just use your brush, okay? Just use whatever you got. If you don't have the flat head, don't worry about it being fixed in the care, no, or whatever. Just use whatever. Even if you have a damn Q-tip, use that, right? Yeah, it's art is art, right? So it doesn't matter. So I got the flat head, and I am just going to go like this. And I'm just going to take and rock it back and forth in certain spots. And I'm just going to go like that and hook it around. I don't know actually what we're going to come up with. I'm just going to hook it around the album, doing these swift, kind of little movements like this. One part's going to be like this. One part's we're going to just hook it up. See what's going to happen. We're just, excuse my language. Okay, so now we just did these kind of just jagged movements. Like, look, you see how my hands are going. I ain't nothing. I mean, everybody can do this, everyone. Now, just keep going. Don't just worry about how it's gonna look. It's gonna look good. Put everything in your mind that everything's positive, right? Because when you think positive, you have positive outcomes. Always remember that. When you're thinking negative, what is going to happen? You're going to have a negative outcome. So we ain't fixing to feel all that. So now we're closing in on this. So look at that, everybody. So we got the glitter. You see that? And we got that. And you're like, well, what can we make? We're going to make something. Now we're going to do the chubby checker twist like this in the center of that. Can anybody see the chubby checker twist? Because we're going to get rid of this paint before we go on. We're going to add another color, but now we're going to do the chubby checker twist. So you always let this center piece be your guide. Just get whatever you got to get. And now I'm just going to go like this. Do the twist, do the twist, do the chubby checker twist. However your twist turns out. Now, we're going to twist this down into here, everybody, into the lines. Let's twist it down into the lines, twist it back up again, and twist it all around. Come on, you can do this. You can do this better than me. I want you to do this better than me. Come on, let's do this. And we're just going to take these lines and just blur them out. Look at that. And you're probably like, Tina, but no. You can do it. Now, you see what's happening now. So now we got the cup. I'm going to remove the cup. And voila. Now we're going to figure out what we're going to put in this. Because now look at this. We just done a piece of art. Did anybody see this? Come on now. We're doing something on this damn show. Come on now. Now I'm going to take and we're going to figure out what we're going to put in the center. Right, exactly. So now we got a piece of art where we done this, all right? This is only 2 colors now. We only used the black and the yellow. And then I just put in some gold flakes. So now we're going to figure out what we're going to do next on here, everybody. Because now we have this hole. Do we just put some sparkles and some glitter in there and kind of make it look like stars coming out of like the galaxy? Come on now, we got to figure out something. I've got different colors. I ain't playing with this. I think I'm just going to go like this. Now I know you're probably like, Tina, at home, we didn't get none of this. But I'm trying to figure out, hold on a second. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this, but listen, you can use paint, but I'm just going to take and kind of throw in some of this right in that spot. But what you can do is, you can do what you got to do, but look at this. I just threw that little touch of gold in there just to make it look like it's coming out. All this gold is just, I'm going to use this for the show from the Ashmere so that, you know what, gold is coming and throwing at all of you. Look at that. That is so cool. It's like you're on the outer galaxy parts where it's just blinging gold, everybody. Come on now. So whatever you do, you don't even have to put that you don't have to put these gold elements in it. You can just paint and do whatever you want to in the center of that. Yeah, kegs, definitely, definitely. And so you don't have to put that gold in there. You can just tap in whatever you want to, and just whatever. Or you can even throw some paint in there and just really pump it up. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think we should do? Add a little bit of color, or add. But anybody can do a piece of art. Everyone, remember that. Anyone can just do a piece of art. It's all in your imagination to do whatever you can come up with. And I think tonight's pieces of art were about the easiest pieces of art I can actually show you in 1 hour. We did all of this, and so look at this. We did the gold burst. Yeah, we can call this gold burst, everyone. A little burst of gold. But it was something different, that you're just not, used to. A little gold burst. And for everybody, it just came on. I'll show you the other pieces. This was the first piece where we did the lines. I mean, the circular motion. And we started out. This is drying now, everybody. So it looks a little rough. You gotta wait until tomorrow when I high shine it. It's looking rough right now. Yeah, I don't want to show you all this. All this is in drying phase, but this is what we did first. But it's in drying phase. That's why it looks so rough right now. And then we did this. Now keep in mind everything's drying, so it's not going to look good until I high shine it. So we actually done this. And it's drying, so I don't know what you're going to get out of this, but it'll look nice tomorrow. Everyone, look at that. That is absolutely incredible. Yes, we love the gold, everybody. And then we just done that piece right there where we took and did the blurred lines, but that's so wet, I can't even hold that up until tomorrow until it's dried and high shine. Yes, Kev said he's looking at a couple of kegs. So we did all that art tonight, everyone. There's no excuse why anyone can't paint. Everyone's an artist, right? Everyone's an artist. And it's you just got to imagine, everybody, what your endless possibilities are, right? And so that ends it for tonight. And I will see you when I see you. So let me just take you out with this, everyone. Let's just take you out with a little light, right? Oh, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope that you at least learned some kind of tips and tricks on how to paint, because I try, right? And maybe tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. You just got to stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. You don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow's a new day. Endless possibilities, endless things to do with Ashmere. Stay tuned. Thank you, James. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss a thing. You know, who knows how many people are on, but it doesn't matter. It matters. It doesn't matter what the quantity is. All that matters is the quality, right? There you go. There you go, Tina. We are doing quality versus quantity, right? There you go. So, promise of a new day tomorrow. Absolutely. So it's a new day tomorrow, everyone. Thank you for watching. Cheers as I sip on warm coffee. Ooh. But I'm taking you out with some love, peace, enlightenment. And I didn't even get a chance to pour some sugar on you. Thank you, John. I'm pouring some sugar on all of my loves from YouTube to Instagram to Facebook. Yeah, you know what? We got it. We got it here. And so don't forget, tomorrow's a new day. I could be, right, Def Leopard. I could be outside doing something, Ashmere, anything. You just have to stay tuned for tomorrow, everyone. All I can say is I have 3 shows lined up. Probably a morning, an afternoon delight, and an evening. Who knows? You just gotta hit that subscribe, tap that subscribe if you're on YouTube. so that you get all the notifications of when I go live. Because I'm not going to tell you, because people just be trying to jinx my channel something fierce. And so Facebook and Instagram, you're just going to have to hit that follow so that when you get that notification of when I go live, because listen, tomorrow I might tap out a big piece of art. You don't know, my fingers are ready to do some tapping. It is going to be full on out wild tomorrow. I just put it that way. It's going to be wild with art tomorrow because my fingers are ready to kick some butt and do some real tapping out some serious art tomorrow. You have no idea. You got to stay tuned. I can't tell you anything. So I'll see you when I see you, everybody. I love you. Oh my gosh. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. And YouTube, you know I love you. And listen, stop back. Stop back. There's just stop back. I love you.